Yes, we're at the tail end of the show now. I've got to ask you, of course, about the Power up against Richmond. Not a bad time to get Richmond, I might say.
Good time.
Rance, Martin, Koch and Rewalt out. Is there any, Basher Hurley, any risk that they could come in thinking we've got this one and Richmond could roll over the top?
You know, I don't think so, but. Because it's got to be in the back of your mind.
It's a coach's nightmare, mate.
Of course it is, mate.
Ken would be saying to the players, do not underestimate this group.
Exactly.
But there's a part of you that goes, wow, they're down 5 stars.
They're down five very good players that we know of.
Yeah.
Because Short's out as well. He dislocated his elbow as well. He's another good runner or whatever that's not playing. So there is that danger of taking them lightly. They're going to put out a pretty good side anyway. Their side will still be okay.
Yeah.
But Port should beat them. But you know, in the back of your mind, you've got to be thinking, wow, we've got them at a really good time. You said it yourself just a second ago.
Got them at a good time.
Hey, you got them at a good time. So everyone's going to be telling the players that, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Let's talk about Power having a good time. Connor Rosie for the Power, mate. He's having a good time.
He's had a very good time, yeah.
Can play.
Well, he's an extremely confident kid.
Yep.
And I mean
in
confident.
Perspective, he's not arrogant with it. He's just a nice kid, seems that way.
Wants to play and is ready to play.
Are we putting too much pressure on him? Are people already, I've heard the comparison is going to be Chris Judd-like. And we heard this with Power Pepper. Remember he had a breakout year and then it was, he's going to be a superstar. And then quiet year followed. It looks like he's back on track now.
Yeah.
I mean, after a couple of games, are we putting too much pressure on some of the young kids?
It's hard to say.
Power have got 3 beauties at the moment. So
3 excellent players. Yeah, they've done very well.
Yep.
The beauty of it is, Phil, that a couple of years ago, if you recruited 3 18-year-olds, they would be, you would say, okay, here they are, welcome to the club, boys. They'll need a year in the SNFL or 2 to get their bodies AFL ready and whatever. Nowadays, and they're calling this a super draft, they've come ready to play.
So Dersma's the other one?
Dersma, terrific.
Rate him?
I love him.
Yep.
I love Dersma. Dersma was my favourite when I first started to watch him train and get him. I thought, this kid
got something.
Blistering speed, whatever. He was a bit quieter on the weekend.
Butters?
Butters, well, he's just a cheeky little...
He's just cheeky, is he?
He's a little cheeky, yeah. But they are ready to play, Phil. I don't know about Connor Rosie being... I know he's a very confident kid.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter where he plays. He don't care where he plays. But I think in the future, in a couple of years' time, when his body does get a bit bigger, he's a midfield gem.
All right. Hartlett, Broadbent, any chance?
Both play this weekend. Well, Broady's played the last couple for the Magpies.
Yeah, for the sorry, I meant any chance for the Power? No, I
don't. When I say I don't know, I got a feeling Broady may be a chance.
Right.
Hartlett will play with the Magpies.
All right.
But Broady, if they make a change, that's if they make a change. Now, just little whispers and words, and there might be a player who might get the flick, but and Broady might get in there.
All right, Crows up against North Melbourne. No Sam Jacobs again. North Melbourne are struggling at the moment. Crows struggling without the big sauce.
Struggling big time. They'll beat North Melbourne.
Yep.
They'll beat North Melbourne.
Why are they struggling?
They're struggling because I think they lack a little bit of speed, Phil. I think their forwards lack a bit of speed.
That has been a criticism that's been lobbied at them. You know, Charlie, no replacement for Cameron, really, did they?
No, that's the thing.
That seems to be the one that's hurt them.
You know, Eddie's 32. Tex is now...
It's tough to write Eddie off at this stage, wouldn't it?
Well, go look at the last half of the year last year with Eddie. Nothing. No output at all. Now, have a look this year. Their leading goal kicker is a midfielder with 4 goals. So does that tell you?
I'm not arguing with you.
To me, they're lacking a little bit of zip in their forward line.
Yep. Can they restructure and zip, or they haven't got the players to zip?
Well, that's the $64 question, mate. Who is there that's going to come in there and give them that zip in the forward line? Because you need the zip, Phil. You need to be...
The teams right at the top have got the zips. No question.
Tex's only goal last week was one that was... he didn't make it to a contest. The ball came over the back, in his lap, you turn around, ran an open goal. That's not the goals they want him to kick. They need Tex leading up. And the other thing, in fairness to Tex too, some of the delivery in there has been very ordinary into their forward line. So Tex makes good position, but they don't kick the ball to him. Why is that? Why aren't they doing that? Because that's been their strength over the years, is their skills with the ball in hand.
Straight
They're a
away.
very skillful side, if not the best skillful side in the league.
I reckon you've got to wait till the 5-week, 10-week, in between that 5 to 10 week to see who's playing well, to see how that plays out the rest of the year. I think it's just a bit early yet to say there. I mean, the big surprise, and we've got to wrap it up, Brisbane, without doubt. The Lions have been the surprise team this year.
Well on the weekend.
Chris Fagan's done a ripping job with them.
Well, he's always going to.
And, 5 wins last year, 5 the year before that. Now they've 3 in a row, and they, another chance this week. And I think we said they were the team we thought you had to watch. Gold Coast for Stewie Jew.
Yeah.
They got to win on the weekend, so it's going to be an interesting season. I think.
It's amazing, isn't it? If you look at the ladder now, you look at the bottom 9 or whatever. Have a look at that.
Yeah, let's wait 5 to 10. Hey, time for us to go. Time for us to go, and we'll get some wager on that $64 question. Hope you've enjoyed the show, everybody. We'll look forward to your company next week. Bye for now.